Alright guys, welcome back. Retro video game pickup video. Not the gigantic one. More stuff's coming in. I think I'm missing 3 or 6 items until I can finally do one of the biggest pickup videos in the history of YouTube. But until then, we have a couple of minor pickups right here, and then in the next video, a bunch more Amazon games came in, so I'm going to do a video on that. But first up, one of my first ever Facebook video game pickup videos. I was part of a group on Facebook. This guy was listing some stuff for sale, and one of them, don't laugh at me, but one of the games, or the only game actually in this, what do you call it, is kind of hilarious, but don't laugh at me. The rest are not games, but I'll show you what they are, and we'll go into that in a moment. But first up, we have for the Game Boy Advance. Yes, we have Barbie Groovy Games. 9 great games from Vivendi Universal Games, Barbie Software. Why do I have this? Well, if you've watched any of my pickup videos before, you know that any party game with multiple games on the disc, I have to collect for. So, for example, here's one right here. Barbie Groovy Games. 9 great games on the cartridge here. Let's look at the back. Only for Game Boy Advance, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. So, we have Hit the Town with Barbie and her friends for fun and adventure. There's a DJ booth, you can play checkers, groove and move, 4 scoops, bubble machine, tic-tac-toe, gems and jewels, daisy derby, and conga line. Travel to groovy locations and play the coolest games. Cruise to the beach for a far-out game of checkers, or drop by the toy store to play Hangman a whole new way. Only Barbie can give these cool favorites a hip new style. With 9 games to choose from, you'll have hours of on-the-go fun. 9 groovy games with a Barbie-style twist. Play with Barbie or any of her best friends. Create the longest conga line without bumping into your dancers. Dish up 4 scoops of your favorite ice cream flavor in a row and win. It's almost like Connect 4, basically. And then 2-player fun. Challenge one of your friends to a match. So you got Vivendi Universal, and then here it shows you gameplay on the Game Boy Advance video game system. So anyway, I have that. Now, the other stuff I got were sealed. Every one of these is sealed. And technically every one of these is sealed, except one fell apart. The glue fell off of the thing. I'm going to try to figure out a way to figure it out what to do, but you'll see in a moment what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to try to quickly throw these in alphabetical order here, and I believe these have to do with for the Game Boy Advance, the titles here are, well, maybe not, actually. I thought they had to do with the classic NES series, but I don't think they do. I think it's just, I could be wrong. We'll see. I don't know the titles offhand. I know I have pretty much all of them except maybe 1 or 2. But let's go right into these. These are sealed e-reader cards. So you have Balloon Fight. You have, and here on the back, Battling Balloons. The balloons are coming. They're floating around carrying the enemy arm with more ammo than just hot air. The only thing to do is man your own balloon and counterattack. The balloon fight is on, raging over land and sea. And then it shows you here, enemies with hot air balloons are on the attack. Pop balloons against increasing odds in balloon trip. Act quickly or you will be gasping for air in the sea below. Here, look for more great classics in the Game Boy Advance and e-reader sold separately. It's video game software on cards. Plug the e-reader accessory from Nintendo into a Game Boy Advance system. Scan the cards through the e-reader and get ready to play. Both are required in order to scan data on e-reader cards. Many e-reader card games are available and more are on the way. Look for the e-reader icon on compatible card packs. You can go to nintendo-e-reader.com. But anyway, so you got, we got Balloon Fight. We have Clue Clue Land. And in Clue Clue Land, get a clue, it says. You control the red adventurer Bubbles on a journey through an underwater labyrinth filled with hidden gold bars, unseen traps, and black holes. Be warned, evil sea urchins lie around every turn, waiting to attack. As your enemies increase, the stakes get higher. Can you master the maze, or will it master you? And in here, sea urchins have hidden gold bars all over Clue Clue Land. Decipher the pattern to complete each round. Do you have what it takes to survive in Clue Clue Land? Next up, we have Donkey Kong. The original classic. Donkey Kong has taken Mario's sweetheart and is holding her captive at the top of a maze of construction grinders, ladders, and other hazards. Or girders, excuse me. The big ape won't go easily. You'll have to battle rolling barrels, balls of fire, and other devices designed for your destruction. Fight your way through 3 levels to rescue Pauline and defeat the monkey menace in the arcade classic Donkey Kong. So fight through obstacles to reach the maiden fair, pick up the hammer to even the odds a bit, and the levels get more difficult as you get closer to success. Next up, we have Donkey Kong 3. Beware. Donkey Kong is back in the role of villain once again. This time he's out to get your plants, and you. You are Stanley the Greenhouse Man, armed only with a spray can and deadly accuracy. Fight off all the baddies that get too close, and don't go easy on the ape, he won't go easy on you. So Donkey Kong is back and madder than ever. Protect your flowers, spray the bees, and push back decay. Stay focused, the fate of the greenhouse is in your hands. Next up, we have Excite Bike. Revenge at the Motocross. Top cyclists from all over the world have gathered to test their skill and daring in the Excite Bike World Championship, the first ever motocross designer race. Each rider must not only overcome the incredible dangers of motocross racing, he must design his winning or losing course. The anticipation in the air is apparent as the riders, with engines fired up, inch up to the starting line. So you're up against the finest riders in the world. Rev up your engine and find the fastest path through the track. Advance to the final round and go home Excite Bike champion. Now this is the one that is still sealed but fell apart, as you can see. The pack is still sealed, but you have golf. And on the back here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing with the pros on an 18-hole championship course. Choose your club, adjust your stance, and time your swing for the perfect shot. Water hazards and bunkers loom ever present, and out-of-bounds shot is just a slice away. Enjoy all the fun of real golf without the divots. 18 holes of classic golf action will test your mettle. Avoid the water hazards and bunkers to clinch the victory. Can you get the elusive hole-in-one? And then lastly, we have tennis. A smashing hit. It's match point in your advantage. You drive a rocket serve to the far corner and rush the net. Your opponent makes a great return lob to the baseline. You scramble back and get off a cross-court passing shot for the point and match. See if you have what it takes to be the ultimate pro. Perfect a high-speed serve to ace your opponent. Backhand a cross-court shot to win the set. It takes the best of the best to become the champion. So these are the ones I had, and some jackass, I literally claimed every single one of these, but he beat me to the Super Mario one. And I forget which one it was, but he beat me to it. Otherwise I would have had that for a fair price. So this is the Facebook pickup video. And what I'll also do in here is add in the GameStop pickup I got the other day, and it's for the Switch. It is Collection of Mana from Square Enix. We all know how this goes. The legend of the Mana Tree has been passed down through generations. The first 3 titles in the seminal Mana series, all in one experience, these memorable adventures on Nintendo Switch. Final Fantasy Adventure. That actually came out for the Game Boy, and the funny thing about that is that's the one I'm missing. I have the others, but I'm missing the Final Fantasy Adventure, which I believe is the green box. The title that started it all. Become the knight you are destined to be and put an end to the Dark Lord's plan to control the life-sustaining Mana Tree. Secret of Mana. 1 sword, 3 playable adventures, 8 mana seeds. Join the classic adventure to protect the world and the Mana Tree from the Empire. And Trials of Mana. Play the 3rd game in the Mana series for the very first time in English. Experience a unique journey that evolves based on the hero you choose and the party you form. You can go to square-enix-games.com, and that is it for this pickup video. Stay tuned because I'm about to do a pretty big Amazon pickup video, and after that, hopefully in the next week, I will be able to get this massive, over 300 games pickup video done. Biggest in YouTube history. Thanks for watching.